Exercise 2G problems. Right, let's do question 10D. Solve the following. How many integers satisfy both of these equations? Now, girls, I wouldn't worry about the wording of it. Just try and solve each. Look at your solutions and then see which solutions cross over. So, how many integers satisfy both of the given equations? We're doing question 10D. We need to solve both equations. Inside equation, what do I do? 5x plus 1 divided by 6. What do I do? 2 times 6. Undo the divide by 6 to get times 6. So 5x plus 1 is less than 12. What will we do now? 12 minus 1 is 11. So therefore x is less than 11 over 5. Now girls, don't worry about what that is. That is x is less than 2.2 or 2 and 1/5. That's, just leave it. The next part, sorry, just a little error there. X is less than 2 and 1/5. The next equation, what do we really want to get rid of? That divide by 3. So we're really multiplying by 3. What we're really doing is multiplying both sides by 3. But I have to go 3 what? Bracket. 2x minus 7. X is less than 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times 7, or negative 7, is negative 21. Let's take the, what would you like to move, girls? What are you going to move, the x or the 6x?
The x.
All right, let's take the x to the right and the 21 to the left. So we've got positive 21 on the left. Keep the 6x here. Minus x. Are we okay? So therefore 5x is greater than 21. So x is greater than 21 over 5. In other words, x is greater than 4 and 1/5. Now, girls, if x is less... Is this? Oh, I can see why you're asking the question.
Is this satisfied both of them?
Yes, and it doesn't. I'm going to draw the solution to both of these under here. X is greater than 4 and 1/5. Actually, I'm going to draw them on the one number line. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. 6, 0. X is greater than 4 and 1/5 would be about here. X is bigger than that. Do you see that? And X is less than 2 and 1/5 is about here. So girls, is there one solution? So x is greater than 4 and 1/5. X is less than 2 and 1/5. Is there an overlap? No, because there's no overlap, how many integers, which are whole numbers, satisfy both equations? No. There is not. The answers to this one are 5, 6, 7. The answers to this one are 2, 1, 0, negative 1. The answers to this one on the left do not satisfy this one on the right. Now what I'm going to do, there's no overlap. What happens if, let's say, both these inequality signs were turned the other way around? I'll show you. So let's say the questions weren't these, but instead of less than, that was greater than. Instead of less than, this was greater than, all right? I'm going to do that. So if the question was this, 5x plus 1 over 6 is greater than 2, and x over 3 is less than 2x minus 7, all the working out's the same. Did you notice we didn't turn the inequality sign around? So, you know how I've got x is less than 2 and 1/5? This answer would be x is greater than 2 and 1/5. And this answer would be x is... Do I want to turn that one around? Yeah, and this one would be like this. What happens if these were your answers? Let's say, and if I do turn the inequality, sorry, I didn't turn this one around. So let's say these were the questions and these are my answers. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same number line. So if the inequality signs were turned around, are you watching? So if that's the question and that's the question, these would be the answers. X is greater than 2 and 1/5 is that way. X is less than 4 and 1/5 this way. Right. What happens if you had that solution? Can you see that that means x is less than? All right, how many integer solutions?
2.
Good.
Okay, I get it.
2 integer solutions for this one because 3 and 4 are the answers to both of them. So you've got to go greater than 2 and 5th. So greater than 2 and 1/5, but less than 4 and 1/5. The overlap is between those two. See, x is bigger than 2 and 1/5, but x has to be smaller than 4 and 1/5. So that is the intersection of the two answers. So how many integer whole number answers? 3 and 4 are my whole number answers. 2 integer solutions. So, looking at the actual question that there was in 10D, there are no, because there's no overlap, there is no integer solutions that satisfy both. Do you get that? There's no overlap. The answers to this one are 5, 6, etc. The answers to this ones are 2, 1, 0. They don't overlap. Question 12. 2 rental companies have the following payment plans. Rental companies have the following payment plans. Cars is $90 a week plus 15 cents a kilometre, and renter is $110 a week and 10 cents a kilometre. What is the maximum whole number of kilometres that can be travelled in 1 week if cars is to cost less than renter? So what we want is cars is less than renter. So what's an equation for cars? $90 plus 15 cents, how are you going to write that in dollars? Plus 0.15 times per kilometre. So let's say you travelled 100 kilometres. Wouldn't it be $90 plus 0.15 times 100? If you travelled 20 kilometres, it would be $90 plus 0.15 times 20. So I go $90 plus 0.15 times K is less than, let's do the other one, $110 plus 10 cents is 0.10 times K. So that's what we're solving. So now I know we've got 0.1K and 0.15K, but it doesn't matter. Let's get our K's on the left and our numbers on the right. So on the left, 0.15K, what do we do with the point? Minus 0.10K is less than 110. What do we do? Minus 90. What's 0.15 minus 0.1? 0.05. 0.15 minus 0.1 is 0.05K is less than 110 minus 90 is 20. What do I divide by? 20 divided by 0.05. So K is less than, is it 100? No. What's the answer? 400. Is it 400? Because it's 5 over 100, which is point, yeah. So it's 400. So 20 divided by 0.05, is that 400? So therefore, the maximum number of kilometres that can be travelled in 1 week, if cars is to cost less than it would with renter, well, it's got to be less than 400. So it's got to be 399. Now, if you put in 400, you should get exactly, I believe, the same cost. So why don't you try that? Put K is 400 into cars. So let's just test. If you put K equals, well, with 400 into cars, what do you get? You get 90 plus 0.15 times 400. What do you get? And if you do renter with 400, 110 times 0.1 times 400, what do you get? You'll get 150, right? I think you'll get the same. You'll get 150. So if it's K equals 400, they'll be exactly the same cost. K has to be less than 400. Therefore, K equals 399 kilometres. Now, if you want, substitute 399 into both, and cars will end up being, I think, 5 cents more than renter. Wait a sec. Is this going the wrong way? No, it's not. If you put $3.99, I think cars will be 5 cents less than renter. Did you try it?